guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video! Alright, so today we're going to go ahead and take a look at the full details of the data download that happened on JP Dokkan last night, or, you know, I don't know, what, like 10 hours ago or something like that. I'm going to put this video up right away, and then we're going to be getting celebration details on JP in about 3 hours. You guys can see at the bottom right, it's 8 a.m. my time currently. At 11 a.m. my time, we will get the full celebration details, and we'll sort of see everything that's coming in the Trunks celebration. Presumably, we'll find out who the main EZA is going to be. We do have this guy right here as sort of a big-time EZA unit that's coming. He seems a bit underwhelming to me. I'm actually very disappointed in this LR Trunks. I don't really know what they were going for with that. So the main unit, of course, to talk about, we'll talk about his category in a second. The main unit to talk about is Trunks, right? The thing about our boy Trunks is that he is actually very good. Just his base form version is obscenely powerful. He is able to attack up to 5 times, right? And I think it's very common that you're going to see this Trunks do like 3 or 4 attacks. So the way he works is he'll do his first attack. Then you have a 70% chance to do 2 additionals. And then if you do 3 attacks, he does a guaranteed additional with a 70% chance to super attack, right? So that's pretty good. And then you still have access to your hidden potential system additional. Now, one of the main problems with our boy Trunks here is I have found, right, to me personally, damn it, how do I just want to see like the whole... Yeah, okay, yeah, all the details are right here. Okay. The problem with this Trunks that I've found is he seems to be far more impressive in his base form than in his Super Saiyan form, which is weird, because I feel like Trunks super attacking, he's probably going to be putting out, like, in, you know, Link level 10 Rainbow, like 4 million attack set range. I feel like it's commonly where you're going to see him. Not really the most impressive, but once you factor in all of his additionals, I feel like he'll do pretty good damage. Now, defensively, even in base, I feel like Trunks routinely, almost every turn, is, like, above 300k defense, right? Especially if you get, like, even a second super attack in, defensively, he's going to be very good. His Link set is solid, right? Messenger from the Future, Cold Judgment, Royal Lineage, Saiyan Lineage, Saiyan Warrior Race, Shocking Speed, and then, of course, Fierce Battle. The problem, I feel like him having Shocking Speed instead of Prepared for Battle is actually a bit of a detriment. All of the main Saiyan characters you're going to be running this Trunks with are going to be like Saiyan Lineage and Prepared for Battle characters, right? So it is a shame that he does not have Prepared for Battle. That is definitely a negative. Now, you could transform into Super Saiyan Trunks after he does 6 attacks. The absolute earliest you could do this would be turn 5. So you would need to get Trunks on rotation 1, turn 1. And then he could attack, you know, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, whatever. Remember, 5 times does appear to be the maximum amount of times that Trunks can attack per turn. So it'll take you 2 turns, and then you'll be able to use the active skill on turn 5. Not the best, but guess what? Are you often going to see it at turn 5? No. This is very deep into the fight type active skill. It's very unfortunate. Now, the thing that's really surprising to me is because Super Saiyan Trunks does not have additionals, again, base Trunks just appears to have a much higher performance. I don't really know. I don't really understand the design behind this Super Saiyan Trunks. His transformation does guaranteed steal and stun whoever you're targeted, right? So, like, that's good, but that's only useful for Super Battle Road stages. And guess what? Like, you know, turn 5, turn 6, stuff like that. Like, dude, the amount, like, people always, they get snarky and say, like, well, Truth doesn't consider he's got his full Rainbow team, and me as a free-to-play player, I'm like, turn 27 all the time on Super Battle Road. Okay, sure, but how many times are you specifically going to get Trunks on, like, turn 5 in Super Battle Road to transform where it's actually going to help? It's going to never happen. It's not going to happen. So all these effects that he's doing currently in-game, it's not going to do shit for you, right? He also has this. 50% chance to stun the enemy for 2 rotations of the Android Cell Saga rotation, but I don't think that really matters too much. He gets all these extra buffs if the enemy's like attack down, defensive down, stun, sealed, just like worthless shit that's going to do nothing for you. The design for Super Saiyan Trunks, I would say, is atrocious. This Super Saiyan Trunks was designed by the guy who made Super 17, right? Like, Super Saiyan Trunks is horrible. He's just terrible. But base Trunks is actually very good. I know that seems insane. Like, base Trunks is better than the Super Saiyan Trunks. And I don't really particularly think it's close. From what I've seen, base Trunks does more damage, and his defense is higher. That's it. Like he's just better, right? Link set barely changes. All that happens is Saiyan Warrior Race switches to Super Saiyan when he goes into the Super Saiyan form. The one time I could see you doing the transformation, he does do a guaranteed crit his first attack as Super Saiyan, so you can use it as sort of a finishing blow, right? I feel like you could, if you're sure, right? Because there is a lot of RNG in base Trunks. I feel like you could super attack with him and then do a normal attack. Maybe you're not going to finish the enemy off, but with the guaranteed crit of Super Saiyan Trunks, you're in business. Again, it just doesn't really make a lot of sense. This character, the design for Super Saiyan Trunks is like just so bad. But base Trunks is a god. I'm very impressed with me. I think base Trunks probably is more impressive to me than DOKKANFEST Trunks and Goten. I mean, probably like AGL Kid Gohan. I feel like he's probably like Kalen Caulifla. Do I like Trunks better than Kalen? I don't know. I feel like Trunks is more so in that range, right? Like AGL Kid Gohan, Kalen Caulifla, Trunks and Goten Trunks, more so than him matching up with like Super Vegeta, Videl, or like GT, Goku and Vegeta, right? Again, the Super Saiyan version, just very unimpressive, but base Trunks is actually pretty good. Leader skill, of course, Android Cell Saga, and then his new category, Entrusted Will right here. So here, of course, is Trunks' new category. Another one of these sort of incredibly vague, just not really making a ton of sense. Vegeta and Goku being on here is really good. They, of course, are going to work well with Trunks and stuff like that. You got UI Goku, AGL, LR Gohans, of course, are on every single category ever known to man. I don't really understand why God Goku is not on here. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me, especially because Ultra Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku is here, right? And like the God Ritual is basically the same thing as that, right? Like, so I don't really, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. Just a lot of characters we would expect to see, right? Ultimate Gohans are on here, all the Trunkses, Dragon Ball Z Bardock. I love that Garlic Jr. is on here. That does make sense because of his father, but is he like the only villain on here? Like him and Piccolo Jr.? Is it? So it's like Garlic Jr. is on the team, but you're not going to get any use out of this guy. Like, I mean, I don't know. I guess you could run Garlic Jr. and LR Cell together. I guess you can, right? Like, I don't. I feel like you're just gonna build the team. You're just gonna go full Saiyans, right? Like that's all you're gonna do. Yeah, the Super Trunks. Okay, I just want to double check that the Super Trunkses were on here. They are, right? But with Trunks's leader skill, right? Like, I feel like you're just gonna build a Saiyan team. You can get Super Vegeta on here, like Namek Goku and shit like that. You also do have access to here. Let me just do a quick. Again, we're gonna scroll through the whole thing. Seems like it's actually a pretty small. This is not a big category. This is actually pretty small. We've got a lot of categories that are just like way bigger than that. There's also this guy, this other new unit that dropped. I don't know what they were thinking with this Goku. I feel like he probably is the best banner unit. Like, it's crazy, but I feel like he's probably better than Third Form Frieza. His Goku is insane. Maybe one reason they felt so comfortable making this guy as busted as he is that he's not going to be as good as LR Namek Goku, right? No matter what they do. But I mean, this guy is certainly better in a super battle road environment than Namek Goku. So like you're set up now because you've got this guy. This guy is a king. Is going to be a king for short events, battlefield, Super Battle Road. And then if you want to go long events for a Super Saiyan Goku, you just bring Namek Goku. This guy will still be solid, I think. He'll be solid in long events. But, I mean, his defense is not as impressive as I would like after the 5 turns is over. So this Goku greatly stacks attack. He does immense damage. And he has a 50% chance of losing 7% HP on super attack. Then it's these first 5 turns, man. He's getting 100% attack and defense start a turn. He gets up to 200% the more health he has. Then for the first 5 turns, he's getting 5 keys, so basically a guaranteed super attack. He gets a 59% chance to crit, 59% damage reduction, and 59% chance to launch a guaranteed additional super. It's just very nutty. It's just a ridiculous unit. You guys know how on and on and on and on and on I go about how it's like, oh, there's a million stacking units and blah, 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 blah. But like turn 1, slot 1, Super Battle Road, it's hard to find characters for that. Well, guess what? Super Saiyan Son Goku right here, Mr. Heart Virus Goku is going to fill that role. This guy is going to be crazy. He is going to be a must run, again, in Battlefield and some of these difficult content stages. And if that's not enough, dude, I don't know what in the hell they were thinking. Wait, let me pull up his... Yeah, let's pull up the detailed information here. Because they haven't built the wiki pages yet, and I wanted to make this video. We gotta go over his link set. It's insane. So, he has Saiyan Warrior Race, Saiyan Lineage, Prepared for Battle, Experienced Fighters, Super Saiyan, Shocking Speed, and Fierce Battle. So, he's rocking Saiyan Lineage, Prepared for Battle, and Shocking Speed. Like, it's crazy. He is so good. It's actually stunning to me how strong he is. Personally, I am a bit disappointed that this is not a support type unit, because I felt like they've done a good job this year with banner units like all being powerful supports. But I mean, this Goku is just so powerful, dude. Like, I can't, like, what am I supposed to say? Like, he's just really good. And then I think that covers the data download. Then besides just, yeah, the extra EZA units, the 3 EZA characters that we've got right here. So, Trunks, I don't get it. I don't know. Trunks is actually a bit unimpressive to me. I feel like they did not do enough with his damage, with his defense. He just doesn't really seem overly impressive to me. Like, he's good, but, like, he's not, like... he's just, like, solid. Like, this is not what I expect. Like, Prime Battle Frieza is so crazy, and I just don't really get that same feeling from Trunks. I feel like maybe he just didn't have as much care put into him, right? It's like, if you look at it, like, he gets 40% attack and defense start a turn, 40% attack and defense on super attack, sure. 3 key against 1 enemy, 40% attack and defense against 2 or more enemies. This right here, like, the way it's worded, it seemed like it was possible that you could stack this. Like, every time he finishes an enemy, he gets this buff, but it only pops once. So, it's like, he's solid. Like, I feel like he'll help. He'll still be a good option for Super Battle Road stages, but this is not, like, I was expecting this guy to be, like, an actual king, and he's not. Like, he's good. Like, you know, on a shitty team like Future, right? Like, you probably do want to run this guy, and he's going to work with the new Trunks and stuff like that, but he's not, like, again, some god. He's just really good. He's really good EZA. And then finally we have these 2 EZAs, these units which are going to be used to get Prime Battle Trunks. Not really too much to say. These guys weren't really buffed too much. I was really bummed at that, actually, because, like, look at these teams. Do these teams get buffed a lot? No. Movie Bosses does, because, you know, it's just like a main theme they're pushing, but, like, these teams, these characters on, they don't really get buffed that much. Artificial Lifeform, Target, Goku, Android, like, these teams need help. Any option they get to really buff these teams, they should have did better than these characters, which are, like, they're good. This Android 13 in particular, especially for, like, long events for those categories, he'll be solid. With the EZA, they gave him an extra attack buff at the start of turn, although I view this more as a defensive unit than anything, so I didn't really give a shit about that. I wanted this to be defense at the start of turn. I think this guy would have been a lot better, right? And then they also added Piccolo characters, right? Because before, it was Goku, Trunks, and Vegeta. Now they added Piccolo to the mix as well, which is cool. And he does get this permanent buff with 14 and 15 in the rotation. I don't know. It's just like, if you're going to use these characters, you're probably going to use them together in conjunction with each other. They do work really well. This character is going to give you the scouter effect for the rest of the fight right here. But this unit I found a little bit underwhelming. I don't know why they didn't stack defense or something like that as well. Their defense is a bit low unless you get this right here. But Fusion Android 13 essentially is like nothing in Dokkan right now, right? Like, you have the AGL Android 13, sure, but it's that's like turn 5. I don't know. I feel like both of these units, 13 and 14 and 15, these characters both could have been better. It's just as simple. These are not like if these are easy characters for Goku family, you know, hybrid Saiyan, shit like that, like these teams that get buffed every 5 seconds anyway, who cares, right? But like we don't get many options for Android and stuff like that. Like, if I just pull up the Android team, right? Like, we have gotten some buffs lately. But, like, let's take a look. Okay, so as far as LRs, in the last 2 years, we've had one LR, Super 17. This guy is a year old, this Awakening, right? This guy came out, he's about a year old. He's a World Tournament Awakening. This guy's a brand new unit from a couple months ago. These guys are a free-to-play unit that just came out. This guy came out a year ago. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, this is a dead team. It's a dead team. And it's just like, all right, here's an EZA. Oh, nope, we barely gave him buffs. Like he's good, but, like, why is he not way better? Right? I don't get that. Like, I think really all they had to do, I think what would have made him a much bigger asset is get rid of this, so his damage reduction is just for free at the start of turn. That would have helped out tremendously. And then the other, I think, big thing was give him access to more defense just at the start of turn. I think a good way to have built this character would have been to make him a defensive juggernaut, right? And then he just gets offensive power against Goku, Trunks, Vegeta, and Piccolo. I think that would have made a lot of sense, right? Because that would have given him, again, a clear purpose. He would have had real value as a very strong defensive unit. And I think he could have been much more helpful like that. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of this data download. It is crazy because we only just got Hillheart God Goku and Hit. I haven't even really begun their world tour. I almost have them at full level 10 links, but I haven't really begun their world tour. I'm still working on Hit's world tour. I still have showcases to do from the 350 million download celebration. Everyone and their mother has asked me for the Int Goku Black level 10 link showcase, so I'm probably going to put that out pretty soon. I don't know. Let me know what you guys are thinking about this data download. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.